kind of had a go at custom lens flares, so kind of works. So just tweaked a lens flare here and here. This looks like, you know, flower power deluxe, but so I'm having this one, and then I just copy this and create an alpha channel, paste that into the alpha channel, and adjust the grayscale. So I found that this was way too much. I had to make it more like this in order for this lens flare to work in layout, LightWave. Anyway, so I saved this as a TIFF. Make sure you have this alpha channels on. So the result is something like this in LightWave. You can see here that these are actually objects. So if I go here, you can see that this is the lens flare object, kind of like what I showed in the other video. So we can continue, of course, doing this and morph this and whatever. You can do all kinds of things to this lens, custom lens flare. Now, of course, this looks terrible, but I think you get the idea that we could create something really cool, and something that looks super realistic. Of course, this doesn't, but this is a very, very rough test. The node setup is quite simple. Just dragging the alpha from that TIFF file over to additive transparency. I could have had it to transparency instead, but you can see that that doesn't really look all that great. If anyone has a clue to how to fix that, then you should tell me. As for this one, this is usually set to black. Let's see. Yeah, I can see that looks bad. The reason why I didn't really do that. So I'm not quite sure how to get rid of this. What I would want was for this background color to be transparent, but it's not really. I can't quite get that to work. Bluish, greenish, reddish. Let's see. Oh, green seemed to work. Not sure if I can. Yeah, okay. Maybe I should pump up that saturation. Let's just save that, go back here, and reload. Well, I guess by doing that, I guess I could kind of like tune that one down. I don't know. Still looks quite damn green. So I don't know. Anyway, so I'll have to Yeah, maybe it should be black or white. Anyway, we could look at that later on. So you can see this is TIFF, and this is UV map, of course. The selected UV map. Blending mode, I didn't really find it all that different. Well, that's kind of cool. Yeah, the thing about this is that it does it not only to the RGB channel, but the alpha channel as well. Oh, hey, that looks nice. So if I make that black, no. Okay, now we're getting closer, I guess. Then I can set the opacity here to, no, I can't do that. So that's going to change the alpha as well. So don't do that. Anyway, this is nice. So, yeah, and properties here, exclude that light source, or else it's gonna cast a shadow. Actually, that could be kind of cool as well, as you can see. So now it has this light. You can see that it's three-dimensional, a three-dimensional lens flare. This looks like some UFO thingy. Pretty cool. Not what I was trying to achieve, but okay. Turn that off again. See, render. Make sure you got the correct object. Turn on self cast and receive shadow. And you can see, well, there's a slight difference here, but it should be off. And also this light here should be off. I have to say, that's pretty cool though. What else? Yeah, well, I don't think there's too much else to mention. You can tweak, of course, these objects. If you go to wireframe here, with the object selected, you'll see that these are actually three-dimensional objects, and that we got stuff like this. If you want to tweak this, I'm just going to copy this now. If you want to tweak this, like, you know, going like that, going back here, it will be, you know, that's good having that preview. However, what's going on there? However, going back here now and hitting undo, it's not going to work. So I kind of like destroyed this object now, which is a damn shame, even though it says that the object is not saved. So it's destroyed. So that's why I copied it before making a tweak. So I'll just delete that, paste back in. Of course, now we're back here. It shouldn't be like that in LightWave, but well, anyway, now you know that's how you do it. If you want to tweak this and go to layout, well, you're kind of screwed unless you copy this. So always Control C before making tweaks and going to layout. Anyway, so you can see that I can do all kinds of things to this. As that is the front one, why not take this guy, metaform it a bit, it's kind of like limited what I can do. How can I go about this? Let's see. Let's just draw that alpha. And let's make a new one. Invert, sort of. Set that to 100. Nah. Where is the Whippler? I have no idea what I'm doing here, but anyway. Okay, remember to copy first. And use weight map fall off. This is gonna look really bad. Anyway. So let's go here. Well, I did some stuff. And then I try to undo. Won't cut it, so delete, paste, back in. Anyway, I think you understand how I could go about this. Of course, I could go on creating this and that. I could do just about everything, really. I could create any kind of lens flare using this technique. But this is just, I'm just showing you like 5% of what you can do here. So, and how you, and of course this is, I haven't really made this correctly. I haven't really aligned this or parent this and targeted this against the sun, and I haven't made this morphable, and and I could make just to one of these guys I could make like 1,000 tweaks, but of course I would have to set that up in LightWave, and that would be quite time consuming, but the result would be worth it. So yeah, this is pretty much exactly the same as what you can do in After Effects, and well, actually it's much more advanced. You could create incredibly cool lens effects doing this. Okay, overtime. I hope you got some ideas.